Now, to boil all this down, I'll give you guys my personal experience. Not once have I ever felt any type of racism or felt, I guess, unwanted or felt like I didn't belong here.
Moved and seconded. Moved and seconded.
People are very kind-hearted to me, very warm. I've had a completely amazing experience here in the Philippines, which is, you guys know, why I've moved here.
Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm your host, Richie Rich, and you know who this is.
I'm Chang.
What was that look? Anyway, we're bringing another video to you today. This video is important. I get a lot of questions all the time. People ask me, what is it like to be black in the Philippines? We're going to react to a video about another gentleman, another cat who's out here in the Philippines doing his thing. Me and Ching are going to give you our opinions on whether or not we agree with this dude and what he's got to say.
That's right.
But before we get into the video, Chang,
don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. Kick the intro and let's go.
What?
Rolling by trike. Here we go.
We're going to talk about being black in the Philippines, so let's just get straight into it. So generally speaking, there isn't racism here in the Philippines, but there may be a little bit of underlying classism or maybe even colorism. Okay, so one, here in the Philippines, there is a beauty standard, meaning that lighter skin is typically considered more attractive, more beautiful, and a little more accepted. Now, based on the color of your skin, people aren't going to necessarily treat you any worse, but just how you're treated overall in general could change. Maybe if you're trying to date. So when it comes to your success with dating, those things can be significantly impacted by your skin color.
Racism, man, racism. I'm just joking. Ching, I'll let you go.
For me, yeah, he's right about the beauty standards here in the Philippines. Women, or a lot of women, prefer, lighter colored skin. But we cannot negate the fact that some women here prefer men of darker skin color.
Got it. Right. Look, I'll be honest with you. I have yet to feel any sense of racism in the year and a year and a half.
Almost a year and a half.
About a year and a half that I've been here, I've yet to experience any type of racism at all. I think it's just preferences, and you can't be mad at somebody for their preference. If somebody likes light color skin, if somebody likes white skin, that's what they like. I prefer women with dark skin. Does that mean I'm racist against white people? It doesn't. It's just my own preference. So I'm with that, and let's keep it going.
For example, if you go to any store here in the Philippines, every single beauty product, or at least a good majority of them, they emphasize that they have skin brightening properties, like different products that make your skin lighter. So that is a look that people out here typically do want to achieve.
Like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Can I get some of that?
So that's one thing. So if you're coming out here with the hopes of trying to date, I will say that depending on the color of your skin, it may be a bit more difficult for you. Also, another thing to point out is that, now hear me out, all black people in this world, not according to my opinion, aren't necessarily created equal. And what I mean by that is that the first question that people will ask you when they talk to you, where are you from? And so after talking to quite a few people, talking to people that live here, and I've noticed that they like Americans. So black American is going to be treated significantly different than a black African, right? A person from Africa. So I think there is and this is probably worldwide, but there's a stigma against African countries. Maybe they're known to be a little more poor, or they have this stigma of being like scammers or not the best people, or maybe even cheap. So I definitely noticed that when you say you're from America, people, they get a lot more excited, if you will.
What do you think about that?
I agree. Because, you know, just like what he said, I would just agree on what he said, that people here like Americans, Black Americans in particular, because, you know, when you're from America, then your language is English. So it's easier to communicate. Now, if you're from an African country, now, you know, just like what he said, they have stigma that, you know, most, I'm not saying all, that, you know, most of them are like scammers or do something illegal.
Well, first of all, it is important to remember that there are 52 countries in Africa, give or take one, depending on what war is going on. And so not all the countries have scammers, not all the countries are bad, but there is that stigma that does exist no matter where you travel in the world. I've been to 27 different countries, and that stigma follows Africans in all of those countries that I've been to. People look at a lot of the Africans, especially from some countries that I won't mention, Nigeria, from some countries. And it's just a stigma of being dishonest and being a scammer. And people don't trust those kind of people. My man is on point.
Yeah.
When they see Black people, they're usually pretty friendly. But if we're talking about dating, the women are going to be much more friendly toward the brothers who are from the States or from the West, at least. All right, we'll go ahead and keep going.
Because people here in the Philippines, they love American culture. They love America. I've heard a few people refer to it as the America of Asia.
Dancing and rap music. I'm telling you, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, these people out here are dancing all the time. They dance more than Black people. And singing. They will be singing on the weekends. They're singing all night long at karaoke. Believe me when I tell you that, it might make your ass crazy.
Yeah, so that's maybe one of the reasons why Filipinos like Black Americans, because we have a lot of things in common.
Similarity in culture, for sure, right? Okay. All right, let's go ahead.
You know, so definitely if you're coming from America, that's definitely going to give you a leg up in terms of how you're treated or how you get along out here, how people look at you, maybe even some of the respect that you garner. And also along with that, as we all know, how you carry yourself as well is a big component of how you're perceived, how you're looked at, and how you're treated. For example, if you carry yourself like not good, not well groomed, you don't dress decently, you just generally look kind of disheveled, then you're probably going to be perceived as an African person or somewhere from a poor Black country, which then I will say your treatment is not going to be as good. But you don't want to come out here with a saggy collar t-shirt, with a nappy beard, and a messed up haircut. But that also should go without saying, and that's any part of the world. You know, the more well-groomed and well-kept you look, the better your experience is going to be, and the more people are going to want to associate with you and hold you to a higher regard. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that come to different parts of the world, different countries, and they swear that they had trouble dating or something because they're Black.
I'm going to comment on this. I've been here for a year and a half. I've never had a problem dating. It has not been difficult for me to date at all. Not at all. Not at all. And I'm substantially older than this gentleman, I'm sure. And I've seen other videos of other Black men coming here to the Philippines saying, oh, they don't like Black people in the Philippines. I'm going to say straight up, I'm going to just call it what it is. That's some bullshit. That is some absolute bullshit. It's about how you present yourself. It's about how you act. You don't come here acting like you high and mighty, like you arrogant, like you better than other people. Just act like you have some damn sense and treat people with respect. That's it. And people will treat you with respect, and you'll be amazed at how friendly the people are here. What you got?
In addition to what you said, it's how you present yourself. Also, your disposition every time you go outside. Like, for example, we have this instance that every time we walk outside, remember when it's in your face that when people started greeting you because of your disposition, your facial expression. So also with your walk, there's something with your walk that you always.
I got straight swag.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and I'm smiling. I got swag and I'm smiling all the time.
And it depends on who's like walking towards you. You know,
girls.
yeah. If you're pretty girls, he started walking like
Yeah, I got my chest up. I got my chest up high.
That's right.
My traps don't look like this cat, but I got my chest up high. I want to walk with confidence. That confidence is one of the biggest things that attracts them. Mm-hmm. And I swag is swag. It is what it is. So,
yeah, you got risk.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
If you're having trouble in this day and age with anything, it's not because of the color of your skin. It's 100% you as a person. So just keep that in mind. You definitely can shatter stereotypes and you can definitely break the mold, but that's completely up to you.
I'm going to stop real quick because, I preach this all the time. I'm going to let you tell them what I always tell you about interacting with people.
It's always your first impression. You always want to give the best first impression, especially with it may be their first interaction with a Black person. So, yeah, so you always want it to be the best interaction.
I want it to be the best interaction they've ever had, because a lot of times their first interaction with you is what they're going to take to their children when they go home. It's what they're going to take to their partners, to their friends. That's what they're going to tell their friends about how all Black people are, right? So every time I interact with somebody, I want them to walk away with a great feeling about us as a people in general. So I absolutely agree with this cat. It is how you carry yourself. It is how you act. It has a lot to do with it. And I've heard so many stories about Filipino women who at first maybe they didn't consider dating a Black man, but they met a Black man who had riz, who had taken good care of himself, and he won the girl over, right? And so it's all about, it's so much about how you carry yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Anybody who comes here and says Filipino women don't like Black men, they don't know what they're talking about. I would still say most of the women here prefer white men.
Yeah, I agree.
But it absolutely still doesn't mean that there's not a lot of women out here who would be more than happy to take a handsome Black man who is about his business. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side of this, there is still a significant amount of people out here that they really do like, how can you say, urban, ethnic, or Black culture.
I wish this brother would quit spinning around in circles. He's making me dizzy.
I know, right? I'm telling you.
I think I showed in a previous video that the brand FUBU, right? That is a Black-owned brand that was made popular by hip-hop music. It's a very popular brand out here. People think it's very cool. They love hip-hop music out here, R&B music, right? Those are all those people in that field, in that genre. They're Black, right? Every rapper and R&B singer, you go to most stores, a lot of the Ubers that you hop into, they're playing soul music. They're playing, I guess, Black music, if you'll call it.
Hold on, sorry. You said they're all Black, and that's just not true. Eminem, he's white, and he's tight.
Yeah.
So we got to include Eminem. Sorry.
Yeah, I love Eminem.
Just short correction. There we go.
So there still is a lot of people that are going to give you an extra couple cool points for being Black, right? Being out here because they think you got style, they think you're hip, but also you kind of want to fit into that mold, and you kind of got to step into that role, walk with confidence, have a little bit of swagger about you, and you'll get along just fine. Also, I will say, if you're a Black person and you're like 6 foot and above, they're definitely going to ask you everywhere you go if you're an NBA player. I had no idea that that the Philippines loved basketball so much. They love American basketball. So pretty much anywhere I go, or my brother, he's also kind of looks like me. He's very tall. We're like 6'3", and almost at least probably 4 to 5 times a day if we're going in public, people are asking us if we're NBA players, if we play for the NBA. You can use this to your advantage, right? So I'm a Black guy. I'm covered in tattoos, right? My head is tattooed. My face is literally tattooed. So, and I'm big. And typically speaking, right, I look like a scary gangster, right? If I don't open my mouth. But I use that to my advantage. So I go above and beyond to be extra kind and extra sweet, extra warm and welcoming and inviting, and a little more soft-spoken. And it really goes a long way because people don't expect that, right? Smile. That's another thing, guys. Smiling goes a long way. Smiling is a universal language that shows that you're open and that you're kind-hearted and generous. So that's another thing, guys. Don't have the RBF on deck. That's the resting bitch face, right?
Yeah, I've talked to some people about having that resting bitch face and having a different demeanor. But as far as us as Black people, it makes a lot of difference. It really does make a lot of difference. I mean, I've gone to several places where the kids will, hey, bro.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Want to shake hands, you know, they want to be cool, you know, they want to feel like they're cool.
And they're so happy whenever you interact with them.
Right.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah. You know,
Oh, he replied.
Yeah, hey, you're cool. Look, you shook hands with me, right? But look, they just want to be cool. And they just want to feel respected too. And what does it take to give them that kind of respect in return? Nothing at all. Just being kind-hearted. That's it.
So anywhere I go, I smile, you know, hey, how's it going? Also, put the extra effort in, try to learn the language, guys. All you need to learn is a few words that shows that, you know, you're making an effort, that you respect their culture, that you're trying to fit in. It shows that you respect them enough to just come to their level and meet them, you know, like you're in their native country, guys. So learn a few phrases, learn a few words, you know, thank you, you're welcome, the formal, regular greetings, good morning, good night, good afternoon. They're gonna be like, wow, I thought all Black people were a certain way. I thought all Black people were this or that. So once again, you start shattering molds, it opens people's eyes up, and you'll be one of the first people to give them a positive or a new, different experience of Black people, proves them wrong, and I don't know, it does something to people's brains.
Preach on, boss. Preach on. I say the same thing all the time. Whether you're American, whether you're Black, white, or Filipino, having a smile on your face, it goes a long way to being friendly and happy, and people receiving you as a friendly, happy person.
I'm friendly now. I smile now. I greet people a lot now. But thank you, Rich, because if you didn't point that out, because I have that RBF before, the resting bitch face, because I normally don't want to interact with people I don't want to, you know, really interact with. So I have that RBF, but I get to, you know, try to open up a bit more myself. You
have gotten better.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to greet, even if they don't greet me back, I will still greet them, you know, because multiple times it happened.
I'll never see you greeting nobody.
Hey!
In the year and a half we've been here,
hey, hold on.
I've never seen you greet somebody.
Hold on. Not with you, but when I'm alone, I greet people. It. Yeah. Because most of the time when we're together, you're the first one who will talk. So they will interact, and yeah. So I didn't get the chance to, I missed that. So he already talked first.
I hear you. Oh, I hear you. Shout out to you. You have gotten way better at it. You walk around with a smile on your face now, which certainly was not the case when we first met.
I know, right? So I've improved, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I'm sure other people appreciate that too. I certainly do. All right, let's go ahead and keep it going.
And bro, they're going to gravitate towards you because once again, they have this idea of what Black people are in their mind. And when you come and show them differently, it's like they get so excited and they're so happy and they want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. They want to know about where you're from, your culture. Now, to boil all this down, I'll give you guys my personal experience. Not once have I ever felt any type of racism or felt, I guess, unwanted or felt like I didn't belong here.
Moved and seconded.
People are very kind-hearted to me, very warm. I've had a completely amazing experience here in the Philippines, which is, you guys know why I've moved here. I visited a few times, and like I have nothing but amazing things to say about everyone in the Philippines. The people have been nothing but amazing to me. They're so helpful, so kind. You don't go to someone else's house and make the rules or put your feet up on the sofa. You know, you show respect and you show that you're making an effort. And so just by doing those little things, right, the security guards, they're everywhere out here, guys. I go up to them, wave, smile, then they want to talk to you.
Now, he's right about that. I mean, if you come here, one thing you better get used to, there is security everywhere. I mean, everywhere. When you go to 7-Eleven, there's security. Believe that. You go to the mall, there's security everywhere in the mall. In my condo complex, we probably have about 20, 30 security guys.
I think more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of them. So they're everywhere. But you know what? They're the coolest dudes. And once they get to know you, you have no problems. They take care of you. They salute you, greet you in the morning. Morning, sir. Shout out to Kuya Allen, right? They will stop traffic for you.
Yeah.
Stop the traffic
so
for
you can
to
cross
pass.
the pedestrian.
Yeah. For you to cross the street. This cat stops the traffic for me. It's not because you're American. It's because you act like you come here. You act like you have some sense. You act friendly. You're kind to people. You treat them with respect and dignity, just like you would want to be treated.
And they want to be your best friend. They ask you if you're a bodybuilder. They want to talk to you about the gym, guys. So
they don't ask me if I'm a bodybuilder. How come they don't ask me?
Because you have that game face every time you go to the gym.
Yeah, but look at your boy though. Your boy is cut up.
I know.
I mean, he's sliced up real nice. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, take it easy. It's like, yeah, I know.
Sorry,
yeah.
I know, right?
You have to, extend yourself. Put that little extra tiny bit of effort there, dude, and it's amazing.
All right, so that's the video. What do you think?
I think the bottom line of this video, or the lesson that we can get from this video, is respect begets respect. So if whatever your skin color is, if you want to be treated with respect, then you have to treat the other person with respect. And also, it's how you present yourself to other people. So, kindness gets kindness. So it gravitates towards you. If you're kind to other people, then, the good will come back to you. So because before I have this in my mind that I have this like stereotype in my mind that Black people are like strong and they're like mean guys, something like that. But it all changed when actually you're the first Black person that I met face to face. So so I had that different point of view now. My eyes opened now because of that experience or encounter with you. So it takes a lot, really. It's so simple to smile, and all that negative thoughts of that person towards another person will quickly change.
If you're Black, white, brown, I don't care what color you are. If you're getting in the gym, you're taking care of yourself, you got some money in your pocket, you got a job, you're a hardworking man, you're going to come here and do fine. You're not going to have problems coming here. You're going to be fine. I don't care where you are in this country, there will be women who will be attracted to you. You have to vet carefully, just like you would anywhere else, but there will be women who are attracted to you, period. Yeah. If there are still women who are looking at me and checking me out, I guarantee you, young brothers, there will be plenty of women who will feel you and be happy to have a relationship with you. So don't let any of that be a deterrent. If you heard somebody make videos and saying they don't like Black people, it's not true. It's just not true.
Yeah, it's not.
Right? They might not have liked you because of how you presented yourself or how you acted while you were here. But in general, there are some of the most welcoming people. My boy Richard, her brother, the video was talking about Fubu. This cat is this cat swears
he loves it. Yeah.
He swears up and down. I guess when he was young, he thought he was Black.
He was wearing the do-rag, the Fubu. Yeah. He really thought it was like Black. He imitates everything. Right. Like
they like a lot of them like our culture. So they love our culture. Our culture is so similar to theirs in a lot of different ways. So don't believe that. Don't believe that. Yeah, it may be true that a lot of women still prefer somebody white, but if you got swag, you can get down and you walking with confidence, you're going to be all right.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the video. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think. Remember, if you're thinking about coming out to the Philippines, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Get at me. If you want to hang out, have a drink, just have dinner. If you don't drink, get at me and let's do it. We will have a fun time. Guaranteed. So if you like this video, don't forget, we got a whole lot of other videos for you to check out. Check those out too. You'll like those because they're just as good as this one, if not better. I'm your boy Richie Rich for Richie Rich Abroad.
And I'm Chang.
Deuces. We're out.